Introduction. Welcome to channel. If you love deep dives into literature, philosophy, and timeless classics, you're in the right place. We break down the most intriguing stories, analyze complex characters, and explore the deeper meanings behind great works of fiction. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an insightful breakdown. Today, we explore Fyodor Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, a novel that is more than just a story. It's a deep psychological exploration of crime, guilt, and redemption. This book takes us inside the tormented mind of a man who believes he is above the law, only to be crushed by his own conscience. What drives a man to commit murder? Can one justify crime if it serves a greater purpose? And how does guilt slowly consume the human soul? These are the questions Dostoevsky forces us to confront. Let's dive into one of the greatest literary masterpieces of all time. Imagine committing the perfect crime, a crime that no one suspects, a crime that you believe is justified. But what if your own mind turns against you? What if the punishment isn't from the law, but from within? This is the story of Crime and Punishment, a novel that takes us deep into the tormented mind of a murderer. Stay with me as we unravel the psychological battle of Raskolnikov. Section 1. The plot in a nutshell. Visual, book cover, old Russian streets, a young man looking distressed. Narrator. Written by Fyodor Dostoevsky in 1866, Crime and Punishment is one of the greatest psychological thrillers ever written. It follows the story of Rodion Raskolnikov, a poor ex-student in St. Petersburg who is struggling with his own radical ideas. He believes that some people are extraordinary and can break laws for the greater good. And to prove his theory, he decides to kill a corrupt old pawnbroker. But after the murder, his mind spirals into guilt, paranoia, and a battle between justification and morality. Section 2. The crime, Raskolnikov's justification. Visual, Raskolnikov pacing, looking at an axe, an old woman counting money. Narrator. Raskolnikov doesn't kill for money. He kills to test his own theory, his belief that some people, like Napoleon, have the right to commit crimes if it benefits society. He sees the pawnbroker as a parasite, someone who exploits the poor. But as soon as he commits the murder, things don't go as planned. His mind becomes his own worst enemy. Section 3. The punishment, psychological torment. Visual, Raskolnikov sweating, hearing voices, police interrogations. Narrator. Raskolnikov thinks he can outsmart everyone, but his guilt starts eating away at him. He isolates himself, falls into illness, and even confesses indirectly to others. The real punishment isn't from the police. It's the unbearable weight of his conscience. And just when he thinks he's free, Detective Porfiry starts playing mind games with him, slowly pushing him towards a confession. Section 4. Sonia, redemption or despair. Visual, Sonia, a humble young woman, reading a Bible. Narrator. One of the most powerful characters in the book is Sonia, a poor but kind woman forced into prostitution to support her family. She becomes Raskolnikov's moral guide, urging him to confess and seek redemption. But will he listen? Or will he let his pride destroy him? Sonia represents faith, love, and the power of human connection, elements that contrast sharply with Raskolnikov's cold, intellectual justifications for murder. Section 5. The ending, confession and redemption. Visual, Raskolnikov in prison, Sonia visiting him, a new dawn. Narrator. In the end, Raskolnikov confesses and is sentenced to Siberia. But his real transformation begins there. Sonia follows him, and through her love and faith, he starts to change. The novel ends not with punishment, but with the possibility of redemption. Dostoevsky leaves us with a powerful message. No crime is beyond forgiveness, and even the most tormented souls can find peace if they seek it. OUTRO. Final thoughts and call to action. Visual. Book closing. Dramatic music fading. Narrator. Crime and Punishment isn't just a crime novel. It's a deep psychological study of guilt, morality, and redemption. Dostoevsky forces us to confront the darkest corners of the human mind and ask ourselves, are we truly in control of our own morality? And is justice a matter of law or a matter of conscience? What would you have done in Raskolnikov's place? Do you think his theory was right or wrong? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to CHN and Eel for more deep dives into classic literature. Final shot. YouTube subscribe button animation.